Hi everyone, Angela here. To make these paper or pattern weights, you'll need 2 pieces of fabric. I'm using my 5-inch template with the non-slip grips on the back and my rotating mat to cut them out. With the piece that you're going to use for the lining, fold it in half diagonally and then cut an opening in the center about 1 inch wide. Then put the pieces with right sides together. Using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, start at the center of one side, stitch all around, pivoting at each corner. There's no need to back tack, just overlap the stitching about 1/2 inch to finish. Cut your threads and then trim all the corners, being careful not to cut any of the stitching. From the opening, turn right side out and then use a knitting needle or a point turner to carefully poke out all the corners. Then just finger press all around the edges. Using chalk or a marking pen, from the center of each edge, make a mark about 1/2 inch in. Then draw a circle connecting those marks. It doesn't have to be perfect. Using stronger top stitch thread, measure out about 2 arm lengths. Thread it through a long needle with a large eye and then knot it together at the ends. Start by sewing 1 stitch through the circle. Bring your needle back to where you started and sew another stitch. Continue sewing about a 1/4 inch running stitch along the entire circle. When you get to the end, push the needle in and pull the thread through so that it's on the outer layer. Now pull on the thread to gather up the fabric and create a little bowl shape. I have about 2 tablespoons of little 3mm metal bearing balls that I'll fill it with. I don't want to fill it with food, but let me know down in the comments what else can be used as heavy fillings. Cut another piece of fabric about 1 inch square and place it on top. Pull on the thread to tighten up the top and adjust that top piece of fabric to keep the balls inside. Now tightly wrap the thread around 4 or 5 times. Then put your needle in just underneath the thread and pull tight. Put your needle in again, forming a loop, thread through the loop to form a knot, and repeat 1 more time. To hide the ends of the thread, push the needle just underneath that knot and have the needle come out further along the fabric. Double check that the top is tightly closed and you have yourself a cute little weight to keep those patterns and papers in place.